I don't believe about 100%. You have to be 100% ready.
Yeah.
I'd rather be 60% ready and then I'm moving
than
wait till I'm 80% and then I move tomorrow.
True. Building those skills that would help me, at some point to build my company. Because if you have this goal in your life, you need to work.
So welcome to Negotiation Mastery with Dr. Gloria. So in this podcast, we talk about all the things women need to do to step up to claim the lives that they deserve. And in each episode, I have powerhouses, women who are very accomplished, who are going through the journey of taking over the life that they want, living the life that they truly want. I have them on this show.
Yes.
Yeah. So today I'll be talking to Huda Berrada. So Huda has a very impressive resume. She's originally from Morocco. She's lived in Morocco. She's lived in Turkey. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's built businesses all across these countries that she's lived, and she currently lives in the UAE. Just to be precise, she lives in Dubai. She has this experience of marketing, but now she has shifted her passion to something very different. She's going to talk about what she does. Join me to welcome Huda. Thank you. Thank you for coming, Huda.
Oh, thank you, Gloria. Thank you for having me. Seriously, it's a pleasure.
I think I'm the one I'm really happy to have you. Do you know why I decided to have you on this podcast?
Please tell me.
So I met Houda at a networking event, and then she was talking about entrepreneurship, and she was talking about the struggles, the challenges. And if you haven't listened, I have a podcast that talks about entrepreneurship is not for everybody. However, it's not a muscle you're born with. It's something you develop. It's the skills you need. You may not have those skills now, but it's something you can develop and then have those skills and then become an entrepreneur if you truly choose to be one. Houda, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Huda Berrada. I have more than 15 years experience in marketing, helping big corporations and small businesses, scale up their business and improve their visibility. So this is what I do. Marketing is my passion. And as you said, and as you stated, I just shifted my passion, and marketing is still my initial passion. It's just that now that I want to build something for myself, I want to build my business. And everything that I did while I was working for different, companies, I understood one thing. While I was working, I understood that I wanted to have my own company. So what I'm focused on is building those skills that would help me, at some point to build my company. Because if you have this goal in your life, you need to work in order to gain those skills, to gain this stamina, to gain this perspective, to understand the perspective of how things work in order to face those challenges that will come while you build your business, because it's not easy at all. And this is, as you said, we were talking about it the other day, it is not easy.
Yeah.
We are trying these days it is really glamorous, to be an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur here, entrepreneur there. And it's not easy.
Yeah.
I would not say for everybody. It's just, if you are not resilient enough, you would give up. You would give up easily.
So what challenges do people usually face when they start their business? Because I think the easiest is to have an idea. You have this idea, I want to do this, I want to start my own business, I want to provide this service.
True.
But just based on your experience, because if you have up to 15 years of marketing, so if you're marketing, it means you're marketing products and services for other people. Based on your personal experience and your experience working for other people, what's the major challenge?
The major challenge as an entrepreneur, right? The major challenge, I would say, there are several challenges. But the one I would say is, you need to be resilient. Why? because first, it will not be profitable. It will take a year, 2, 3 years, depending on the business model, but it will take time to be profitable. It will take time even to break even. So you need to have that mindset. You need to have this patience. But again, you need to have everything, like Excel sheet, everything. This is worst case scenario. This is good scenario. And this is really the best scenario. Right. So you have to have a vision of your business, like now, but 5 years ahead. So, okay, this is where I want to go. But in order to get there, I will need to face challenges, and I'm up for it. I am there. 100%, 1000%. I am there to face all these challenges. And if you don't have the stamina again that I told you about, it's going to be very easy to give up. And yeah, just like 2 days ago, I was having some doubts about the idea and about my business. And I was telling myself, okay, let me see my business model again. Let me review the business model. Let me see the revenue stream that I can get, how I can make it in a way that will bring me revenue, not just from one stream, but from different. And then from there, I would see how actually my business, how this revenue, how I'll get revenue from each and every stream that I'm defining right now. Because as I told you, I'm in the beginning of the journey.
So what I hear you say is that when you face challenges, you go back to the drawing board and you're like, Exactly. So let me ask you this question. So what made you decide to say, okay, you say you always wanted to, but why? Yeah. What's your why?
Look, life is hard already. Right? Life is hard already. You wake up, you work, you have to work.
Yeah.
And so I tell myself, I'm working, so why not work for something and I build something for myself instead of building something for others.
For someone else. But there is that cushion, right? So if you're working for someone, if that business fails, you can just pack your bag and say bye, and then you go on to the next business, right? Yeah. If you're not responsible for payroll, you're not responsible for everything. Yeah. So there's also that cushion where and even though you're working for someone, you're still working hard, right? But there's some degree of security there.
Yeah, true.
There's security. You're going to get your paycheck, and if the paycheck is not there, it's not your headache. It's the owner of the business who's thinking about, okay, I need to get the revenue to pay my staff. So why would somebody not want that security? Why would someone say, oh, I want to take this risk. I want to go put myself out there. There's a chance of this business not succeeding. There's a chance that my ideas would never come to fruition. There's a chance that even if it comes to fruition, I'll be working more than I was working before. So why would somebody want to do that?
Look, as you said, there is first the idea. Mm-hmm. So moving it from ideation to execution, this is what builds an entrepreneur.
Correct.
And look, everybody want to be an entrepreneur, but I would say if you work in a good company that really value you, I would say it's really good. I mean, it's already, this is what you want. I mean, as I said, it's not for everybody, but in a sense that not everybody want to build a company. Not everybody want to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
You see what I mean? But if you have this within you, if they have this fire within you, and the idea is here, what I'm against falling in love with my idea because it's just an idea. So it's just an idea.
I thought you were supposed to fall in love with the idea.
No, because the problem is when you fall in love with your idea, you just put those blinkers and you don't listen to anything others say, because there is this how do they call it, confirmation bias?
Correct.
Right? Yeah, confirmation bias is just whenever you see something that actually confirm what you believe in,
and
this is what you listen to. And this is what happens when you fall in love with your idea. You just, it's good to believe in it,
but don't hold on to it too tightly.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because you, as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to be flexible.
Gotcha.
You see what I mean? And if you see that business model is not working, review it. Work on it in a sense that it would work. Because again, it's just an idea, but the execution is something else. So And while I'm telling you this is I am still in the beginning of my journey, and I am living it. This is something that I'm experiencing firsthand. It's I'm getting insights from people, and I'm also what is hard as well, and the challenge is you have people against you, you have people against your business, and if they just don't believe in it, and you just do not need to listen to everybody. You just need.
So how do you know who to listen to? So if you have people who are giving you feedback, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this product, can you switch it this way? And then you have people who are giving you feedback. So how do you know the right feedback to listen to for you to be flexible? Because you don't want to flex to every feedback that you get, because at the end of the day, you would have no structure.
Sure.
So how do you pick and choose which one to listen to?
I would say first listen to your gut.
Mm.
This first, and then second, who have been there, who've done that. You know, if they are where you want to be,
Then you can listen to them.
listen to them. Give them time, because if they give you time, it's already a great achievement, because they believe in you, because they have accomplished what you want to accomplish. So
it's not just to listen to any critic, it's to listen to someone who's walked the journey.
exactly, absolutely, and who's there already. So this is what I'm saying. People can talk, people can give you like different tips, and but you need to know how to focus on your goal while getting those good insights.
But does it not happen that someone who hasn't really walked the journey,
Yeah,
but they have knowledge,
yeah.
is it not possible that they can still have good feedback?
Oh, absolutely.
So do you only take feedback from those? I agree with you 100%. Like someone who's gone the journey, you take feedback from them.
Yeah,
But there are also people who would never go that journey, but they have knowledge.
yeah.
So how do you know? How do you know who to listen to amongst those who do not really have experience? Because sometimes,
Yeah.
babies could give you good feedback.
True.
So
True.
how do you select that?
They are expert in their field. For example, if it is coming from a finance person and they're experts in their field, I would definitely listen to them, because it is coming from a background of,
Knowledge.
15, 20 years experience, and they know what they're talking about. And it's not just that, they walk the talk. It's not they're just giving you advice just for the sake of giving you advice. It's they are there on the ground, building stuff, doing things. And I listen to experts. I listen, and this is the thing. For me, everybody will tell you what to do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you need to kind of build those filters in a way that you get those, you get this feedback, you build on it, and you just get rid of what you don't need. That's it.
So you rely on people who have experience and people who are specialists at what they do.
Exactly, yeah.
And then where does the role of your clients, your customers, where does that come into play?
How to reach?
No, how does their feedback come into play?
Well, huge. So yes. So now what I'm doing right now is, thank God I moved from that ideation part, and it was back 2 years back, and now that I'm working on my business, and now I'm in that phase where I do focus groups, I do testing events. Why? Because I need those insights from my customers, and this is how it gives you a sense of the market and what the market likes, what the market doesn't like. But again, once I launch, there is still a feedback that I'm gonna get from the customer, and I'm gonna build on it, and I'm gonna improve my, it's always a journey.
And so it's sort of like the customer is also an expert on the product,
Exactly.
because if it's food, they taste it. If it's clothing, they wear it.
Listen.
So they're still an expert. So you only talk to experts.
Exactly.
Not like you only talk to experts, but you lean on information from experts for you
Exactly.
to improve.
And if you ignore your customers' feedback,
Yeah.
it's just you'll be you miss a huge piece, and that piece, it will make you whole. It will help you to make your business a whole, and without that, your business will not move to the level you want it to move.
So you started this business, and one reason why I really wanted you on the show was that I knew you were in the grind,
Yeah.
and there's this raw energy that comes from someone who's in the grind, and I wanted anyone who would listen to pick that energy from you and run with it.
Yeah.
And when you're in the grind, what keeps you going? Why? Because it's so easy to say, especially at the start, where when it starts, it's like you're going up a mountain. When it starts getting tough, it's easy to just look back and say, you know what, I'm going back to my job. They didn't fire me. I'm going back. So what keeps you going?
There is something in you. You believe in your project. And you believe in your project in a way that you make it realistic. It's not just a dream anymore. It's not just a dream anymore. If it is a dream, you can just daydream and that's it. But this is reality at the same time. So if you want to make it real, you need to put things into charts. You need to put things in an Excel sheet. Work on it. You see what I mean? Work on it in a way that you will see it thrive in 5, 6, 10 years down the line. But make it real. Make it real. For me, I always tell myself, because this for me is really hard, because it's always, no, I'm dreaming, I'm going to make it big. But no, because it's really hard. As I told you the other day, in order for me to break even, I need to achieve
a certain number. You need to sell a certain number of products.
Exactly. And it is hard.
Yeah.
So this is why I told you, okay, for me to break even or to hit that profitability level, I'll need to find partners. You see what I mean? I need to also explore the B2B market as well. So this, for you, it will help you to make your dream come true, but in a realistic way.
So you talked about partners.
Yeah.
That's something people are scared of because they've been burned. So how do you choose people to partner with? So what do you look for before you choose a partner to do business with?
To do business with, or like your business? Yeah,
your business. You want to do you're running your like you just said, like you're looking for partners. So what qualities do you look for? So this is for anyone who's about to launch their business and they feel like it's time to scale. So what kind of people should they look for?
I definitely would not say just choose that person because they're your friend. Member of your family. No, it's just that you need to complement each other. They are good at things that you're not good at. For example, I don't know whether it is marketing, whether it is finance, whether it is, I don't know, legal matters. It depends, but it would bring something that otherwise you wouldn't be able to do it yourself. And it's always risky. It's always risky. Always. But, and you just go in it knowing that it's not going to be always a smooth journey.
Correct.
Yeah. You just need to know that there will be compromises to make. And yeah, you need to be, it's a real world.
It is a real world. Everyone has their own agenda.
Yeah, exactly. And excuse my French, shit happens.
It does happen.
You see what I mean? So you need to be realistic and you need to face it. And again, if I would choose a partner, I would say again, for things that I'm not good at. Yeah.
But when it comes to getting investors, how do you know who? Because some people could say, "Oh, I love your idea. I want to invest in that idea."
Yeah.
So would you recommend taking funds from anyone? So if you're going to have investors, how do you pick investors to work with?
It's a very good question, because you need to have this. You need to have access to funds, but again. You need to know the value of your business. Okay. And this is very tricky if you're still in the beginning of the journey. So again, choose an investor that would open doors for you.
Okay.
You see, otherwise you wouldn't be able, for example, to penetrate for my case, for example, B2B market, it would be easier for them because they have connections, they have network, they have the skills, they have the know-how.
But what if they just, so beyond the money they bring in, you also want someone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. Because, again, it depends on what you want.
Right.
But, are you looking for a VC, for an angel investor, depends on what you want.
Yeah, right.
But again, for me, what I would say, it's not just, you give money, but it's a journey.
So that means you want
people embark on together.
You want people who are active, not just like, oh, here I'm investing cash, and then you want someone who would be more invested because it's you're starting the business.
Because if you give 40% of your business, just for the sake of getting money from them, they will take 40% of your
profit.
Your profit.
Yeah.
And they're not doing anything, in 5-10 years.
Yeah.
And I would say it's not fair.
No, it's not.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
So if they open doors for you, if they are really involved and very, very committed and they believe in your business and in your project, then I would say
this is really good because I don't know if you watch this show. It's called Shark Tank.
Yes,
because what they do, it's not just, even though they invest in the business, they open doors for the people. So that makes so much sense. So so it's not just the money, but if you want to invest with someone who also would have their skin in the game.
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
This is so wonderful. You're just dropping nuggets here and there.
Believe me, it's just that because I'm in it,
Correct.
Because you are in it. You are living it every single day. You wake up, you think about it. You sleep, think about it. It's not just now, it's not just idea. It's not just a dream.
Yeah.
You are building something that you want to be palpable at some point.
Right.
That people want to speak about.
Yeah.
And this takes a lot of hard work. And again, you need to choose the right people. You need to surround yourself with people that have the know-how. But again, as I told you, that will help you. Who will help you to open doors?
Wow. Well, that was really good. So this show is called Negotiation Mastery.
Yeah.
So anyone who does business negotiates all the time. So what's your number one tool? Because everyone has like they have this. Everybody negotiates differently. So for you, when you negotiate, so what's your secret weapon when you negotiate?
It's still a long way for me. I'm telling you that. But I would say listening. Listening, I would say. I don't know for you. You are the expert in this field, but I would say listen. Just stop speaking, okay? Because you're giving away things that the other person would use. Yes,
correct.
I know.
You're giving away your power.
Exactly.
You're letting them know your vulnerable spots, and then they can.
Exactly. Don't lay all your cards on the table. Just keep it, wait, and listen. For me, I would say, listening to the person, give it time, and then you'll figure out along the way.
And also, when you listen, you also know what that person wants, and then you can know how to pitch the person the right way.
Absolutely. I would say first listening, of course, but then everything come into play. Your tone of voice, I guess, again, you are the expert, your posture, the way you pitch, how you pitch it. So everything come into play in order for you to be able to convince or to influence the other person or the recipient of your speech. This, I believe, it's not just one thing.
But listening, that's key. That's key because because if you don't listen, you're not gonna know.
True, absolutely.
Oh wow! So what advice do you have for anyone who's about to launch their own business? So what's one advice that you can give to that person?
My advice would be, don't think twice. Don't think twice. Do it. You will learn along the way. Just do it. It's just that you would think, and another person would come with the same idea and they would execute, and then you will regret it. And just facing your regret, it's the worst thing that can happen. I mean, for me, I just do not want to wake up, and this is why I'm here, and this is why we are talking today.
Right.
I'm doing everything I can.
And if you want to fail, just do it and fail early, and then I did it and I didn't succeed.
Exactly.
What if you win? And there's a high chance you're going to win. So
yes.
I don't believe in, you know that about me. I don't believe about 100%. You have to be 100% ready. I'd rather be 60% ready and then I'm moving than wait till I'm 80% and then I move tomorrow.
True.
Whatever I have. Because as you go on, you keep learning, you keep getting better, and you can improve except when you start.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, as I told you again, it's just enjoy the ride. It's seriously about the ride. Enjoy the ride. Every single second, I'm enjoying it, because I was working for different companies and I was enjoying it. But now it's a different level. Because when you see your idea, it gets, and it materializes in a way, in a shape. And in my case, it's a crescent shape. In a shape that you can see people are interested in what you're offering. This, in a sense, for me, is a win. It's a milestone. So just give yourself time, but just do it. Go.
Tell me, you kind of talked about your product. You said crescent shape.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your product?
My product is, so as you said earlier in your introduction, so I'm Moroccan, and when we landed here in the UAE, I saw global brands, and everywhere actually you see global brands like thriving, and there is always this question that comes to my mind: why global brands have this kind of reputation, and people just to run whenever there is a new, I don't know, cappuccino with whatever. Why we don't have that? Why we don't have brands that actually get that traction that those global brands?
And when you say we, who is we?
We again, when I say we, global brands are either from North America or from Europe. You see what I mean? So when I say we, it's either from Morocco, from other parts of the... So for me, it is very important to see my identity in their offerings, but I don't see it. I don't see them representing me. I don't see representing us. So for me, I wanted to see a brand that would represent who I am. And it's not just who I am as a person, but who I am as a culture, who I am as a background. So this is important to me as a person. So I told myself it's either I'll do something about it, or I'll just take it,
You just keep complaining.
I keep complaining. So I told myself, I'm in Dubai, people have a sweet tooth and an open mind. So I would say, let's start with something sweet. So what I did is that I'm reimagining a century-old pastry we have in Morocco, which is called Kaab el Ghazal, and I'm reinventing it in a way that I will keep its soul. I will keep the soul, which is, the main ingredients, but I will introduce new flavors to it to cater it to an international audience, and palates are different. So for me, I want people to know, one pastry at a time, my culture.
So you are making Moroccan pastries.
I would say Moroccan, but I would say again, it's identity that meets diversity.
Gotcha.
And heritage as well, because as I told you, it's centuries old pastry. So it's identity, the identity is there because I keep it's almond base, it's almond powder, and you have orange blossom water. So this is there. And what I do is that I include matcha, I include, saffron.
And saffron is from where?
Yeah, sometimes from Afghanistan or from Iran. Yeah, but this is the thing for me. For me, it's the identity is there, but because we live in a global market, it's again globalization and everything. So what comes into play here is that you bring your identity, but you adapt yourself because again, this is what it is today.
So if you want to describe it,
Yeah.
right? So like cappuccino, when we think of cappuccino,
Yeah.
we think of a certain ethnicity, a certain part of the world. So when we think of your pastry, what part of the world do you want us to think about?
Oh, Morocco, definitely. Oh, Morocco, definitely. Because
Okay.
again, but I don't want you to think only of Morocco. Because again, when you say macaron, it's France. When you say, I don't know, cinnamon rolls, it's the US. Brownies, the US.
Yeah.
So, but still, now it's global.
Right.
You see.
But I get that. It's global. But
Yeah.
I also so when I eat food, because I love food, so when I eat food, I like to know, oh, okay, I'm eating, like, maybe I'm eating Italian, I'm eating my pasta, or I go to like a Turkish restaurant, I'm like, oh, this shawarma, it's kind of different because it's so your pastry is Moroccan, but you have a twist to it that it would work for all palates.
Yes. So why? Because I am Moroccan, but I lived in different countries. Correct. And I had to adapt myself to their culture.
So it's a fusion that you're making.
Exactly. So I'm bringing my identity and I'm adapting it. So it's in a way, in the current context, we are who we are, but we live in different countries. Mm-hmm. So we shape our personality dependent on our experiences and exactly. So it's the same for what we eat. Why it won't grow to a shape and to flavor that it was not present before, but it is present today. It's just that it's the component of taking something that is centuries old again and make it for today's palate.
So even though it's Moroccan, you're taking Moroccan pastry to the world.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Yes, and so where can we find you?
Well, so the website, kaab.ae, and of course, Instagram, they can always DM us. And
so we can order from Instagram?
Yes.
So you can
from Instagram, and we will direct them to the website.
Okay.
But definitely there is this customer service, just to understand what they want, and we will direct them to the flavors they would like. But yeah, definitely, we are working on it. To make it
okay, so I can't even deny I've had it. It's really good. I'm not gonna pretend like I haven't had it. I've had it. It's really delicious. It's really delicious. Yes. My favorite was it was hard for me to pick, but I love the chocolate.
Yeah.
I love the lavender. Just try. You believe me? It's really really good. Well,
thank you so much.
I'm so glad to have had you come here and share your knowledge and your experience with my guests.
Thank you for having me.
And maybe in a year we'll have you back. And then, hopefully my studio will be more. I
love it. It's cozy. And it's like us.
It's
in our beginnings. Yes, it's like us.
Yes, I will take a picture of this studio, what it looks like, and then I'll tell the story of what happened today. It's been this is a case of, we keep going irrespective of what's trying to stop us.
True, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for listening to this episode. You can follow Houda. I'll put her information will be in the show notes. You can click on it and follow her. But please subscribe to this channel. We're growing. I want you to continue to listen to this podcast, engage. If you have questions for Houda, you can put it in the comments and I'll get it across to her. But in the meantime, just continue to be great. I know you have the potential to be great. I truly believe that. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.